Welcome back, everybody. I'm Phil. That's Sam.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Samantha, what are we doing today?
We are doing Ray Stevens' The Streak.
Ray Stevens, The Streak. This is our second song that we're getting to from Ray Stevens. Our first one was
Mississippi Squirrel Revival.
The Squirrel Was Running Loose in the Church.
That was funny. I like the little comedy music mashup there.
Yeah, and sounds like we're going to get into that again on this one. You guys were suggesting The Streak down below in the comment section, and that's what we rely on this channel is your guys' comments, and they're always fire. So, well, I shouldn't say always, but usually they're pretty damn good.
Well,
Would you
I think
agree?
yeah, I would totally agree, and I think that they're probably most likely on par with this one because this was his biggest commercial hit, and it went to #1 in Canada, the U.S., and the U.K. So obviously, it was very popular.
Yeah, I think it sold like 5 million copies alone, this song. So clearly, this one is up there in his catalog, and he got really popular, it sounds like, in the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah, this one was from 74.
Yeah, and so if you have anything else from that catalog that you want to recommend on this video, you know what to do. Drop it in the comment section. What else should they do if they like the video, Sam?
Make sure you give us a nice thumbs up.
We appreciate the support. You guys are a fantastic community. Wouldn't be where we are without you. But Ray Stevens was great on the first one. Let's see if he's good on the second one. The Streak.
This is Miss Grundy, the lady I told you about from Standards and Practices, you know?
Say what?
The censor, remember?
Oh, listen, this man will take care of you. You know what to say.
I'll be watching Mr. Stevenson.
Hello, everyone. This is your Action News reporter with all the news that is news across the nation. On the scene at the supermarket. There seems to have been some disturbance here. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did. I was just standing over there by the tomatoes, and here he come, running through the pole beans, through the fruits and veggies, naked as a jaybird. Ethel's over there in the jams, jellies, preserves, and pickles. I hollered over there. I said, "Don't look, Ethel!" She dropped a whole jar of kumquats and fell back into the sweet midget cider. Had us too late. She'd done been incensed.
Here he comes.
Boogie dad, boogie dad,
Here he goes.
boogie dad, boogie dad.
And he ain't wearing no clothes.
Well, yes, they call him the Streak.
Okay.
Fastest thing on 2 feet. He's just as proud as he can be of his anatomy. He gonna give us a peek. Well, yes, they call him the Streak. Like to show off his physique. If there's an audience to be found, he'll be streaking it round, inviting public critique. Hello, once again, everyone. Your Action News reporter on the scene at the gas station. There seems to have been some disturbance here. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did. I was just in here trying to get some air in my car there, and he just appeared out of the traffic. Come streaking around the grease right there, didn't have nothing on but a smile. Ethel's in there getting her a cold drink. I hollered in there, I said, "Don't look, Ethel!" Too late, she done been flashed her right there in front of the shock absorbers.
He ain't good.
Boogie dad, boogie dad,
He ain't good.
a boogie dad, boogie dad.
He's just on the mood to run in the news.
Well, yes, they call him the Streak. Likes to turn the other cheek. He's always made.
Poor Ethel. She's like,
Ethel's getting the boogity boogity, let me tell you.
oh my gosh.
What are your thoughts so far, Samantha, on The Streak here? #1. I can't even believe this song went to #1. Like, I can't believe it
know.
because obviously it was, it was funny, catchy. It's very
Yeah.
entertaining. But just the fact that this would have been played so often, you know what I mean? It would get one of those songs that get completely stuck in your head and you start saying boogity boogity, I imagine.
I know for sure, but it's just kind of crazy because to me, like I always feel like songs that are more comedic or like a parody or something like that
Yeah.
are kind of those songs that you listen to like once or twice and then you laugh at it and then you kind of move on. They're not really the songs that you listen to all the time, but obviously people were listening to this a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, we had Weird Al. We've done Weird Al on the channel, right? And, he's done parodies that have gone viral. And,
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, even if this was released today, came out in 1974, which is pretty wild. But if this came out today, which is 50 years later, I could totally see something like this going viral.
100%.
Dropping this on YouTube and it would be everywhere, 100%. So I
Yeah.
guess I can understand that. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. And it's interesting because the song structure, right? It's like spoken word through the verse sections to give you the story.
Yes.
But then
You're doing great storytelling with it.
then the hook is where it catches you and it's gonna get stuck in your head, right?
Yeah, it's also funny with the visual because this one, like the main guy is playing like all these different characters.
Yeah. Are you gonna be streaking through the grocery store anytime soon, Sam?
No, definitely. I never really understood the appeal of that. But
No?
No. What about you? You know, when people
I
like
do it.
jump-
I do it like every Saturday.
Oh, so yeah. You know, when people like get on like sports fields and do it, I just
Yeah.
like never really understood why. I was like, interesting.
I don't know. Maybe you get your heart rate up a little bit. Maybe there's some streakers in our commenters that can tell us
Maybe
what the allure
adrenaline spike.
to the streak is.
Pardon me, sir, did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did.
I
was
did.
sitting here trying to get some air in my car there, and he just appeared out of the traffic. Come streaking around the grease right there, didn't have nothing
then
on
poor
but a
Ethel.
smile.
Nothing
Ethel
on but a
sitting there getting her
smile.
cold drink. I hollered in there, I said, "Don't look, Ethel!" Too late, she done been flashed her right there in front of the shock absorbers.
He ain't good.
Boogie dad, boogie dad,
He ain't good.
a boogie dad, boogie dad.
He's just a number to run in the news.
Well, yes, they call him the street. Likes to turn the other cheek. He's always making the news, wearing just his tennis shoes. Guess you could call him unique.
Hello once again, everyone. Your
Uh-oh,
Action
there
News
we go. We're
reporter
at the
in
game.
The booth at the gym, covering the disturbance at the basketball playoff. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
This
I
ain't
did.
the time. I just going down there to get Ethel a snow cone. Here he comes, right out of the cheap seats. Right down the middle of the court there, didn't have nothing on but his high-top Reeboks. He was a dribbling. Made a jump shot, got out through the concession. I hollered up at Ethel, I said, "Don't look at them!" Too late, she done got a free shot too. Grandstanded her right there in front of the home team. Well, yes, they call him the street. Whoa, here he comes again. Fastest thing on who's that with me? Ethel? Is that you, Ethel? Where do you think you're going? His anatomy. You get your clothes on. Well, yes, they call him the street.
Everyone's joining in.
Show off his feet.
Everybody's going now. It's a streak party. It's not the streak, it's the streaks.
This was especially.
Well, once again, Mr. Stevens, you have managed to, pardon the expression, barely stay within the bounds of what is permissible.
Nice job, Ray. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, I did.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Ray's
almost-
going to be shrieking with the cheerleaders soon.
Well, he was just calling Ethel a hussy, so
Like it said, Ray knows how to push the boundaries just enough to gather some attention and make this go viral as it did.
yeah, this was fun. I like this. It was good and comedic, but it was also like lighthearted and fun at the same time.
Yeah, I love the southern representation in
Yeah.
it too, the accent and yes I did. And
Even like his outfits and stuff, like kind of played into that a little bit with like the plaid in the beginning and the hat off to the
Yeah.
side a little bit.
yeah, entertaining all around, right? I can see why Ray Stevens is so loved. And, I mentioned Weird Al, right? And we go back in time and we listen to his stuff, like he's such an innovator. But then obviously Ray Stevens was maybe one of the first to do that, right? Because this is, like I said, in the 70s. So
Yep.
maybe he was the early innovator to do something
Yeah.
creative and comedic, mix music and comedy together
Yeah.
and do it in an innovative
Inspiration
way.
for
And
people later to come.
yeah, and like even the music video, like I don't know if maybe this came out after, because I feel like in the 70s music videos weren't a thing really. So
No, I feel like they were more like 80s, right? They
Yeah.
started popping up in the 80s more.
yeah, so maybe it was like something you guys can tell us. Maybe it was something where it was commercially successful from the auditory standpoint, and then he made the music video later. I don't know
Yeah.
because we didn't get those details when we were doing our
Yeah, maybe what happened was
research.
because it was like a #1 hit, like they went back and recreated music videos for some
Yeah.
of these songs that had done so well previously.
Yeah. He was born in 1939, so he's I don't know if he's still alive or not. I didn't check that, right? So
No, it didn't tell us in our little
I don't
research.
think I remember seeing that he passed away, because he would be like 85 years old now, right? So, anyways, give us more details on Ray Stevens down below.
He's
this
2
is our-
for 2 for me, though.
Yeah, this is our second introduction to him, and that's what we do on this channel. So we learn about the artists, and we've learned a lot on this journey. It's all thanks to you guys
Yes,
for
thanks so
pointing
much,
us in the right
guys.
direction. Thank you so much for all the support. Sam enjoyed it, right?
I did.
I enjoyed it, and that means if you enjoyed it, what should they do?
You got to give us the like button or hit the like button on your way out. Make sure you subscribe and have a great day.
Adios, amigos.